Hey, I'm HB, and you know who this is? Yeah. Who is it? And today we're going to talk about no, not the piano player, Long Train Running. A all-time classics at any jam session, in any cover band, and there's a guitar intro. That one. We're going to check that one out and go through the entire rhythm guitar. Maybe something which you need to know when you listen to recordings. There's just one version, but there are always little differences if the band has played it live. But basically, there are little variations on it, which sometimes on this recording, this is a little bit different than there. So I don't really like to talk about covers too much because I know how it is. You never played exactly the same as heard on the record, but I'm gonna show how it's played on the one record which I heard. So let's check it out. The song is in G minor. So the first chord is the G minor chord in the 10th fret here. Borrowing in the 10th. Here we have 11, here 12. And we have this hammer also. And the chords are not very hard to play, but the picking hand is a little bit tricky. Maybe I'm gonna first show how it's played slowly. So the picking hand or the right hand is the main problem here because the chord is very easy. Maybe first what I do, I played that song in cover bands many times, and the point is when you have to play this rhythm guitar for 3 or 4 minutes, then you need to stay relaxed in your picking hand. So I have chosen to do this without pick, because this way it's a little bit more relaxed. You just can do like brrr, you know what I mean. And if you play without pick, you can play it with a very relaxed wrist, and a first exercise will be, see, and when you go down, I take the fingernails here and give a little slight movement. See, when I come up, I take the thumb, and the nail of the thumb, and then you play 6. First exercise is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can do that, then the rhythm guitar fits pretty automatically, because first figure is, so you do first the G minor or this F with G in the bass, which is just the chord before, just hit the bar in the 10th, and then you make the hammer on and you come up with a thumb, and it's a kind of a hammer on, and then you play a section of 4/60 note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then on the third beat you play the second of the 4. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you come back on count 4, and then you play the 1, 2, 3, then you release it. But I also heard just like this, and then dead notes. You can play either this one, or so it could be either this, it could be either this or either this. And then a little bit faster. And see, when you go faster, you can also add this additional movement with the picking hand, and gives an extra kick. But of course, you can also play with a pick. If you play with a pick, I'm not really good in that one, I must admit, because I don't like playing this kind of rhythm guitar with a pick. But if you do, then you have to do this movement here. If you play with a hard pick, with a slow pick, you don't have to make this extreme movement. But one of the main problems is when you play with a pick, somehow you cannot stay relaxed for over than 2 minutes when you have to play this kind of rhythm guitar, or you have to find a position where you can just stay relaxed and you play it out of your wrist. But I don't really like the sound when you play with a pick, when you compare it without pick. Yeah, good. So this is played a few times, then the band enters, and then comes the second part on the C minor. The song is basically a minor blues in G minor, 4 bars of G minor. So this figure here is 1 bar. So you play that 4 times. Then comes C minor 7, so you go down here, is played down here, and the same chord as before, but now you can either play, it's not really clear from the recording, you play the bass note first, and then you play the upper part, and then on the second bar you play a C minor 13 chord, which you just move the pinky down here on the 5th fret. And you could either do with the bass note or without bass note. With bass notes will be like this. Or without bass, then it's not really clear from the recording how it's played. Yeah, this is played twice. Then it goes back to G minor 7 again. And then comes the ending, E flat major 7. And I think it's just playing quarters. The 1, 2 is played here. So C minor 7 again was like G minor 7, but here with the pinky in the 6th, and C minor 13 with the pinky in the 5th. We go back to G minor, and then E flat majors here 6, 7, 8, 8. 6 on the G string, 7, D string 8, pinky on the B string 8. So 1, 2, and you play 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, you can do like this. Move it down here, and then Dsus4, 4, 5, 7, hit the bar 5 and pinky in the 8. Just 1, 2, and then you move it down 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So the whole thing will be something like this. Yeah, something like this. And I have made a track once, which is pretty similar to this one. You can play it with my track if you want. I'm going to play with the track now. Pretty much the same tempo. something like this. Yeah, maybe with 2 additional notes. The point is when you play this kind of rhythm guitar, sometimes some additional notes just come in. I mean, they're written down with that notes, but sometimes like that doesn't really matter because this is the way how this stuff is played, even on this C minor 7. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because more or less this is the method which is played. And when you switch from E major 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you switch from E flat major to D sus4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See there what these 2 dead notes. And I use dead notes to switch between the different chords, more or less. Yeah. Yeah, this was the rhythm guitar of Long Train Running. There is I think a blues harp solo in it. You can play a guitar solo as well, which would be G minor 7 pentatonic. If you want to play to the backing track, the link to download is added in the description. But this is not really part of the song to make a solo here. But if you want to just play along, it really works. Even the guitar on the backing track is not exactly the same. Yeah. But as I said, it's a minor blues. This funk is pretty fast, and it's always a burner on any party you play with your cover band, or if you want to get in a new band and you want to show your skills, that's a good way to show your skills. So this guy can play rhythm guitar, because the main thing is it's pretty fast and you need to have kind of endurance. You really have to have endurance to play the song through, because I mean, first minute is easy to go, second it gets harder, third, if you're not experienced, it gets really hard. And if you're not totally relaxed in your picking hand, you will not make it through the song. That's why I showed you 2 different versions of it. Yeah, that was it now from me, and I'm not telling the name of the guitar now for once. You find out yourself. And follow me on Facebook or Instagram on personal account, or if you want to follow my music channel also, it's also cool. Yeah. And if you love the stuff, make a donation, because we are always hungry. And we didn't have a burger since 2 weeks. Only potatoes. Yeah. Okay, so me and or signing off.